All right, guys. Hey, how y'all doing today? It's Bama Law back for another short one. I'm hopefully going to be able to finish up part two of the bad judges in Alabama. Uh, uh, there's unfortunately about 60 counties, so it not exactly six, shouldn't be 60 of them because some of them serve multiple, like 3 and 4 at a time on a circuit. But it's take us a while to get through it. But if I don't show them, no one's going to. Because the damn bar sure as hell ain't going to do it. And the judiciary's not going to. The Supreme Court's definitely not going to. I mean, this Joker, not this guy, but this other one I'm about to pull up, he's been a damn judge since 99. And we covered a little bit about what I think I got a little bit about what he did the last time, but just wait you see what he's done. And he's managed to stay on the bench. Freaking people vote for him. It ain't like they know him. That's the problem. They don't know him. So let's jeez, this guy, I tell you, just something else. Let me see what else I can pull up. I'm gonna try to do it all at once. I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm still learning the software. All right, this is Judge Stevenson. We're not gonna do him right now. What we're gonna try to, excuse me, do instead. Judge Wiggins, disciplined. I'll do a quick share on that. This is just from Google. Excuse me. The public must be able to trust our judges with which will dispense justice fairly and impartially. Judge Wiggins, by his actions, disregarded that trust, reprimanded and censured him for conduct. This is what kills me. Suspended without pay would do from serving as circuit judge for 90 days. Now, Alabama's got a weird bar rule, too, that you know you done messed up if you get a 91-day suspension, because then you have to petition for your law license back. So I don't know if it's the same thing with these judges or not, but it damn well should be. They shouldn't, if you get busted like this, you shouldn't even be a judge. That's it. Just get the ass out, remove them. Let's put someone else in there temporarily till the next election. No harm, no foul. But then, no, you hear, well, it's just because he's black, or no, it's just because he's white, or she's a woman, or I've heard it all. It's never just because they suck. They suck. Real simple. Trust me. You start going and looking at all the people they've put in jail for piddly shit. Like, I believe, it's either this guy or Stevenson actually got sued by the ACLU for making people donate blood. Donate blood. Blows my mind. Blows my freaking mind. This guy, Wiggins, he has been in trouble. I think he's been a judge since 99. He's been in trouble more than anyone else in the state. I mean, they just don't care. They just keep letting him come back. Meh, the bar won't do anything, even though they should, because without a law license, you can't do anything. But anyway, Fourth Judicial Circuit is hereby publicly reprimanded, and it's a big deal as far as in the legal community if you get reprimanded, whether it's by the court or bar. But obviously, for this guy, he didn't give a shit. Doesn't care. Guy does not care. After since 99, you're talking 25 years. He doesn't care. He knows he's not going to get in trouble, and if he does, it's just going to be a limited amount. So, yeah, I mean, what difference does it make, right? Is this button? I'm trying to figure out these new earphones. I don't know what this does. I don't know. We'll see if it cuts out on my recording. Okay. He's hereby public reprimanded by the Court of the Judiciary of Alabama for violating. And of course, I can't highlight anything for some stupid reason. When I'm sharing, it will not let me highlight. I see some people that can do it, and I don't know how, which is freaking frustrating. Wiggins' case was decided by the Court of Judiciary, a non-member constitutionally created body that is only convened to hear complaints, bullshit, filed by the Judicial Inquiry Commission, which no one can get anything through. I have a stack over here that I've sent myself pertaining to alleged violations by judges of the canons of judicial ethics as adopted by the Supreme Court of Alabama. I mean, they might do something. I don't know. If you're a serial killer, I don't know. Maybe murder. I don't know. They might do something. Otherwise, you're just going to get a little bitty suspension and no pay for a few months. I think they get like 130. I think it's 120 to 130 a year. So take 90 days off. Whoop de do. They still get their insurance. Based on the facts stipulated, meaning he just said the facts are the facts. I don't agree with them. I'm not admitting them, but the facts are the facts. Stipulated by Judge Wiggins and the Judicial Inquiry Commission, the Court of the Judiciary made the following findings. Judge Wiggins, at the request of an Attorney General, convened a grand jury to investigate voter fraud in Hale County, Alabama. Pursuant to the investigation, the Attorney General's office issued a subpoena for Hale County District Judge. And Hale County District Judge, court judge, issued a search warrant. This is what happens when you go to law school. You read too fast and your eyes move faster than your mouth can. Judge Wiggins granted a motion to quash the subpoena and the search warrant. It happens all the time. Although the motion had not been duly assigned to him and so he did it without even being before him. Oh, that's totally above board. Without giving the Attorney General an opportunity to be heard on that motion. The Attorney General thereafter filed a motion. Let's see if I can get it. I got a new mouse, sorry. Here we go. Thereafter filed a motion asking for Judge Wiggins to recuse himself from proceedings involving the voter fraud investigation. When was this? I'm kind of curious if this is around 2020. Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking 2009. Alrighty. All right. So he filed, let's see, AG filed a motion asking Wiggins to recuse. I'm sure he said, I ain't doing nothing. Although the subpoena and the search warrant Judge Wiggins quashed did not directly involve his relatives, he knew that his sister, Gail Neal Tinker, his brother-in-law, Bobby Singleton, and his first cousin, Gary Reeves, oh man, were among those being investigated in the voter fraud case. Judge Wiggins, this is an area that is renowned for it. It's called the Black Belt of Alabama. You can believe it or not, don't care. Just look it up. They have tons of issues with voter all the way back to 1800s. I mean, you would think by now we could get it together, but you have countries like India that can vote within 24 hours and know who in the hell they've elected, but we can't. So that is what it is. So anyway, old boy is here apparently getting busted. Judge Wiggins knew that the absentee voter election manager, his sister, was likely to be a material witness in the investigation and prosecution of the voter fraud investigation, out of which subpoena and search warrant were issued. Judge Wiggins nevertheless refused to recuse himself until 29 days after being ordered to do so by the Alabama Court of Criminal Appeals. That is a bad thing. My God. But it takes that to get these judges off. I'm telling you, they do not care. I've heard it. Go appeal it. Go appeal it. They don't have to do anything. It's your ass is the one that's got to figure out how to do e-file appeals, your docket. You've got to pay the fees. I mean, it's all on you. It's all on you, and they know that, so they just don't care. 99% ain't gonna follow through, and they're gonna get reelected. Let's see. The failure of Judge Wiggins to recuse himself. Oops. from the proceedings in which his close relatives were the subject of investigation constitutes serious breach of the canon's judicial ethics and intentional act of misconduct. That should have been enough to have him disbarred. I mean, I've seen people go negative 21 cents into their IOLTA account, interest only legal trust account, on accident because of a bank mistake and lose their law license. 21 cents. I'm not joking. You can go pull it up. 21 cents. It's an absurdity. The whole thing's absurd, but they get away with it. The rules, it's rules for thee and not for me. You know, that's their mentality. The canons of judicial ethics are not merely aspirational. Oh, they are in Alabama. Jeez. Especially look at the YSL trial with Judge Glanville. That fool should be already disbarred. Period. Removed, disbarred. No, not going to happen. Guidelines for proper judicial conduct, they are binding on all judges. No. By the oath taken upon assuming office, and violations of these canons of ethics can serve as a basis for disciplinary actions. Yeah, but they don't get removed except for by the House. There's the other problem. The Supreme Court needs to have some authority somehow to remove them, not just impeachment, something. Even if it's I don't know, like a remove with pay for a year until the legislature can get off their ass. They can't do it, and they get reinstated. It'll stop the political attacks. Public confidence in the integrity of our judicial system requires the decision of our courts not be influenced by private loyalties. Impartiality of the judiciary is the right of the citizens, not a private right of judges, except in Alabama. The public must be able to trust that our judges will dispense justice fairly and impartially. This is rich. Judge Wiggins, by his actions, disregarded that trust, and it probably the only reason this happened was the AG got involved. Otherwise, he would have never got in trouble. On the basis of the stipulated evidence, the court judiciary found Judge Wiggins guilty of violating canons 1, 2, 2A, 2C, 3CA, and 3C, 1A, and 3CD, subsection 2 of the canons of judicial ethics as alleged in the complaint. Court also found that Judge Wiggins' conduct was without reasonable excuse, justification, and publicly reprimanded searching for his conduct. Judge Wiggins was also suspended without pay from serving as circuit judge for only 90 days. Because he has been disqualified from serving with pay since May 4th of 2009, the date the complaint was filed with the court, the date the complaint was filed with the Court of Judiciary, the court further ordered that he be reinstated to service. So he didn't even get in trouble. He didn't even get in trouble. Oh my God. This is what your freaking domestic court judges are getting. They don't get in trouble. Your ass will go to prison. You will go to prison. I promise you 100%. You would have gone to jail. That's it. I mean, this is just one instance. This guy's been in trouble more than any other judge in the state. I mean, I'm not joking. And here's Miss Blockton again. Remember, we looked at her the other day. Totally. Another great person. Judge accused of mental instability and forcing staff to take diet pills was removed from the bench. And this is back in 2021. Her successor is Alicia Ruffin May. And oh my God. The lady thinks she's Ruth Bader Ginsburg incarnate. I'm not even kidding. I wish I could. Unfortunately, she doesn't. Well, I'll keep the insults low, just in case. You never know. These judges like to lash out at you. Let's see. What have we got here? This is Miss Blockton's. We've already gone over hers. Alrighty. Let's see here. Alrighty. Who's next? Let's see. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need. There we go. Judge Wiggins. Let's see what else Judge Wiggins did. 2019, he was under investigation again for the fourth time in 10 years. He looks like a pissed off freaking race baiter. I don't know what the hell to call him. I wouldn't want to go before him. And who wears a damn bow tie? Can somebody just have somebody shop for him? I mean, this is ridiculous. Judicial misconduct. Fourth time in 10 years. The man doesn't give a damn. He's been accused of privately communicating with parties involving domestic relations cases both outside the president of the party and their attorneys. Numero uno rule: thou shalt not. Thou shalt not ever, ever, never, ever talk with people as a judge that are in your courtroom. No parties. It's called ex parte. There's a couple. There are like one or two motions where you can do for abuse that you can file it as an ex parte motion, which the other side doesn't get notice of. Obviously, we don't want them to because the thinking is if they get notice, then they'll just go kill the person. Well, guess what? They do it anyway. It's just a piece of paper. So this guy's been in trouble 4 times. And this is in 21. This is 21. Fourth time in 10 years. This dude sucks. Wow. Circuit Court. Marvin Wiggins, yet again, serves in the 4th Judicial Circuit since 99, has been accused of privately communicating and breaking ex parte rules. JIC is what we call it, Judicial Inquiry Commission, whom has women at the very front end of the office that literally will throw away your paperwork. I'm not kidding. I'll even post the entire damn JIC, and because not all of them are judges, some are regular citizens. I've got all their information. I'll just post it. That way, if you've had a problem, hey, just email them at the private home, because this is what we have to do. You email the JIC, they don't do nothing. It has to be really, really bad. They might do something then. The JIC filed a complaint against the judge in November. It was sealed. Why would you seal it? Because they're covering his ass. This is what they do. Until the commission concluded the trial involving similar accusations. It was sealed until the commission concluded that the trial involving similar accusations that surfaced in May. No other judge in Alabama history has been disciplined this many times. Billy Bedsole wrote. Wow. I bet you 20, and he's still, mind you, he's still on the bench. Wiggins was publicly, because they keep reelecting him. So the people in those counties, it's on you. You're the idiots who keep doing it. It's not me. It's not us. You do it. Oh, he's got a D next to his name, or whatever it is. If you're a Republican, he's got an R next to his name. Maybe the guy sucks. Maybe you should look into him. He was publicly censured after threatening to jail defendants. Oh, shoot. I don't even think you're getting I don't even think this is getting shared. Damn it. This is what I hate about learning this software. Yep. Nope. You're just looking at my stupid ass. God. Let's try this again. Maybe this will work. Damn. I swear. Fucking A, man. Is it this one? Yeah, that's it. Man, I tell you, learning software is not easy when you're old. I think it's doing it. Now we're doing. Now there we go. Williams was publicly censured after threatening to jail defendants unless they paid his outstanding court fines or donated blood in 2016. In 2009, he was censured, reprimanded, and suspended without pay for 90 days, even though it really never happened, as we just read, for not recusing himself in a voter fraud case. He was suspended a third time in May when the commission filed charges related to cell phone conversations he had with parents involving their custody battle. And I think we went over the one that was the poor child that had a shorter leg, and the mom wanted to just cut the damn leg off. I mean, that's totally normal. Let's just cut the leg off. Yeah, yeah. I think she. Yeah, I think she should get the custody. Because I believe at the end of that was part of the appeal that he did grant it. That she was more fit. Like, really? What did the dad do? Was he like a, I don't know, crack dealer, hitman? I mean, I don't know much worse. In fact, crack dealing hitman would probably be an improvement to not cutting your son's leg off. Blows my mind. His prior discipline and the instant ethical violations indicate, at a very minimum, his pattern of care. Again, he's on the bench. You can go freaking pull him up right now. It'll still say he's on the bench. I'm not joking. Judge Wiggins' pattern of careless or indifferent disregard or lack of respect for high standards imposed by the judiciary, the commission chairman wrote, well, you're a useless commission chairman because you ain't done a damn bit of good. None of it. Just like for me having to pay child support for a damn jailed rapist, to other clients that I've had that have had to spend, well, 30, 60, 90 days in jail because they were behind a few grand. That was, that was fun. Never mind the fact that they were still accruing money that they owed while in jail. So that when they got out, it was, well, where's the money that you haven't paid since you've been in jail? Been in jail. Back to jail. Hope you don't have to go through it as a person. According to the new complaint made public, the commissioners formally admonished Wiggins after a trial November 18th. He's now accused again of similar communications. The complaint states Wiggins spoke with parties in a domestic case in his chambers without attorneys present in 16 and 17, and again had private conversations with parties without their attorneys present multiple times in 17. While he was suspended in August, another judge who had taken over one of his cases consulted with with Wiggins, writing in his final order that the decision reached was after consulting a suspended judge. I almost wonder if that guy's name isn't Steverson. That sounds exactly like what another one. Wiggins is accused of initiating ex parte communications with one side outside the president and the other, interfering attorney-client privileges. Those actions don't uphold the integrity and independence of the judiciary. Then get rid of him, and the Alabama legislature get off of your sorry ass. Yes, you get off of it and impeach him and remove him. That's your problem. You won't do it. So damn you. This guy's just as bad. But damn you, legislature, for not doing your job. And all of the people's lives you are destroying. It's pathetic. Wiggins has been suspended with pay. Again, with pay. God forbid. If you do something like this, you're not going to get no pay. But he gets it. But he has attended judicial ethics training. I'm sure he learned a lot. I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure he's just a contrite person. Oh, I'm sure he is. I'm sure Jesus is on his heart, and it'll be the first thing he'll say. Let's go back to let's present another. He'll say Jesus is on his heart and going to help him through it. Anybody who does that, anybody who says anything with religion in a courtroom, I don't care who it is, be very wary. Be very wary. All right. Let's see. Share screen. I don't know. I don't know why my shirt is actually red. It looks orange. I don't know why. It's a It's a shirt for the Mercury Phoenix Trust, Age Trust. Let me see here. Let's go to. Do we want to do Steverson yet? Yeah, let's go ahead. I might have something coming up before him, but not yet. So maybe all right. I think this is his buddy that did that checked on whether or not the decision he made was proper while Wiggins was suspended. I could be wrong, but we'll see. From what I hear, they're buddies. So, and in the same circuit. Let's see here. Alabama history profile. Hidden history profiles. I could get. Oh, look. Woodland Park Church of Christ. I'm not even going to watch it. WVUA, South Tuscaloosa, and the Murphy African American Museum honored Judge Dennis Steverson. Been a lawyer for 33 years. And I do know people that have had him, and he uses his religion as his he uses his bench as a pulpit for the Church of Christ. I, I find it odd that he's even Church of Christ because my granddaddy was Church of Christ, unfortunately, and those two would not have been in the same room together. This guy needs to reconsider where he goes to church. Let's see what else we can find about this guy. Let's see, I've already done that one. Let's just see. Let's just type it in. Let's see. Alabama. I can type. I can't type worth the damn. That's about Judge Blockton. Oh, what have we got here? There we go. I can't be him. Nah, that's not him. This is what happens when you look up stuff like this. You don't always get what you're looking for. Let's see what AI says. That'd be interesting. For some reason, it's going back to Blockton. I wonder if he was the one that relieved her. I don't think so, but it could be wrong. Let's see. Let's see what this is. What year? It's from 94? This can't be him. It's Fifth Circuit. It can't be it either. I know I looked at the state bar and I know he's good to go. What the hell? Let's see who this one's about. We got two here to look at. That's interesting. What's this? That's old Chief Justice Moore. Oh, looky here, guys. Look, there's our buddy Steverson again. I mean, not Steverson, Wiggins. Same difference. Let's see. Never heard of this one. Let's just see who we've got. Sex, guns, vasectomy, and 10 commandments. 14 judges got in trouble. This is just from 2016. Who's this dude? Never seen him. Herman Thomas, former Mobile County Circuit Judge in 2007, was suspended by JIC, and he resigned 7 months later. Oh, he was disbarred. I am so shocked. I am just dumbfounded. In 2010, after a disciplinary board ruled that he had paddled. Okay. He he can't even say it. He paddled and spanked criminal defendants on his court docket. You try to do that to me, dude, I don't give a shit if you're a judge or not. I'm going to deck you right in the teeth. Wow. In the Supreme Court, this fool, this idiot, actually took it to the Supreme Court. I will guarantee you everything I read. If I'm gonna try to find that. I bet you I know what his argument was. I just know it. Herman Thomas. Here we go again. Let's see. Was suspended after after he resigned 7 months later. Sexually motivated assaults. State judiciary officials suspend Baldwin judge. It's going to be a Baldwin County circuit judge has been suspended from duties by state court officials. I knew I should have got something to drink. God. Following claims of unethical actions on his part during a divorce proceeding. Judge Wilson Hayes. This person I don't know. I've never heard this name. This is going back, but it at least give us an idea of how bad it is there, because the problems haven't gotten better; they're just as bad. Following claims of unethical actions on his part during a divorce proceeding, Judge Hayes has been suspended from the 28th Circuit indefinitely, according to John Wilkerson of the State Court of the Judiciary in Montgomery. The suspension occurred Tuesday after proceedings against Hayes were filed by Jick. I wish Babe Minette. That's down there, way down there. That's Bayou country and Mobile. According to the complaint, Hayes of Babe Minette initiated a discussion during a divorce case, urging the husband to receive sterilization surgery. Okay. He stated the complaint charges that if the man went through with the vasectomy, the action would have a great deal to do with the decree which Hayes issued in the case. Go get a snip and you win. This is even bypassing the favor bag rule. This is way past it. Wow. With the divorcing couple's marital home place at stake in the judge's ruling, the Jick claim further states that Hayes implied that the husband would be allowed to keep the home if a vasectomy was performed. He had 7 children and underwent it. Damn. And see, that's the problem. He probably felt like he had no choice, or he was done. Now, why isn't this judge not only disbarred, but why isn't he in jail? Why shouldn't he be in jail? Perverting the course of justice. He violated the man's civil rights. Well, oh, wow. Wilkerson confirmed with the board, accusing the judge of failure to uphold the canons of ethics. Hayes failed to uphold his standard of conduct so that the integrity and independence of the court could be preserved, the Jick stated. That's the same thing that's said every time. Every time. Tuesday's suspension is the second for Hayes, who was first removed in 1978. At that time, he was temporarily suspended on charges of judicial ethics violations regarding alleged non-payment of a personal department. He was returned to his post without official censure, records reflect. Again, they don't get in trouble. Had they stopped him then, this wouldn't have happened. But the Jick is never the one to blame. A more recent action by Jick regarding implications made during a drug smuggling trial exonerated Hayes of any misconduct in the case. While the inquiry was requested by Hayes, the commission determined that no investigation of the matter was warranted. Hayes was informed of his removal during an ongoing term of the criminal court here, has the opportunity to respond to charges made against him, said Wilkerson. Hayes was unavailable for comment Wednesday. Now serving his first 6-year term in public office, Hayes was defeated in his re-election bid. That's the only way to get rid of him. Wilson Hayes, a Baldwin County judge in 1982, was suspended after he was found to have coerced a man into a vasectomy. So it's going back to 82. 82. Man, I was like 5. Well, here we go. Mr. Wiggins. See, I told you he's circuit judge in Bibb, Dallas, Hale, Perry, and Wilcox counties since '99. Censured in January. He threatened to throw defendants in jail who had no money to pay fines unless they donated blood. This human being of immense intelligence had to have been someone to pass the bar exam. It's not an easy test. But this is what he's done. But it wasn't his first time. In '09, he got a public reprimand again and was ordered to serve 90 days without pay for voter fraud. We looked at that one a while ago. Oh, there's been more too with him. I just hadn't got it pulled up. A circuit judge, let's see. Oh, here, this will be a good one. W.W. Rabrin. I can't even say that one. A circuit judge serving Coosa, Clay, and Shelby counties. I don't personally care about names or words, or it's just a freaking word. But I know somebody's going to get their damn panties in a wad, so I'm not going to say it. But this is stupid, but I should be able to read the damn paper. This is stupid. All right, he was removed from office after he was found to have made a racial slur concerning Alabama Supreme Court Justice Oscar Adams, the state's first black justice. Rabrin used the terms, I guess it's nigger and nigger lover. That's the only thing I know to write. That's what it says. In a conversation in his courtroom. Rabrin has been censured by the court 2 years earlier in a separate case, probably for something similar. I mean, this is an old case, but this stuff still happens. And you don't know who's doing it. Shelby County, south of Birmingham. I mean, here we go. 1988. Resigned in 88. He had sex in the courtroom with a woman, not his wife. This lovely human being of a man. So we got one dude saying the N-word twice. That got him off. Thankfully. I am shocked, to be honest, back then. Especially that long ago. And then we have this. I swear he looks like somebody you'd see in an ice cream van. Boinking some chick in the courtroom that ain't his wife. Even if it's his wife in the courtroom, I wouldn't be taking my wife to the courtroom to have sex with. I mean, there's about 1 million places between your house, your bedroom, and the courtroom you could have sex. All of which legal. Unbelievable. 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 All right, this is the Bessemer cutoff. This is a guy for God, he looks a lot like Judge Roy Moore. I almost wonder if it's not. Yeah, it is. I was like, yeah, it's got to be Roy Moore. Now, I've met the guy. I didn't have a problem with him. I thought he was fine. He had some decisions that actually shocked me when it came to like sex offender registry stuff. He followed the law, whereas the other justices just threw the guy under the damn bus. It's not always, it doesn't always feel good to sometimes be on the side of the law because it feels icky, but that's the job. Dan King, a circuit court judge in Bessemer cutoff. Jefferson is in two cutoff. Well, two different. The circuit's in two different districts. You've got the actual Birmingham circuit, and then you have a Bessemer cutoff. I don't know why they call it a cutoff. He got a 60-day suspension without pay and was censured in 2010 for setting aside the rape conviction of a man he had represented 15 years earlier and for publicly criticizing a fellow judge. I don't have a problem with a judge doing that. Damn it, they should be allowed to. But you should not be able to set aside a rape conviction of a man he represented. I don't care if it was 100 years earlier. You passed the case. We all know Roy Moore, 2003. He ended up running for uh, several times. Got elected Chief Justice, the Alabama Supreme Court. He's on my bar license. Where is it? Yeah, somewhere. Anyway, his signature is. Um, when he got screwed running for senator, and lies were told about him, none of which panned out. And unfortunately, the people of Alabama were so stupid they voted for Nick Saban instead of him. So they got a Democrat who was also a moron. So that's just my opinion. This was the Ten Commandment guy, and it's so funny because there's another case going now. If you go to the U.S. Supreme Court, the very freaking front of the building, I think it's on one of the sides. There's two fronts, right in the freaking middle. Right in the middle is a dude holding two tablets. It's Moses. It's Moshe. And there's some other legal minds. Oddly, I don't think they put Hammurabi up there, but um, it's fine to have the Supreme Court edifice emblazoned with it, but he just wanted to have two tablets in the Supreme Court building, and no. So they removed him. I think they did it twice, to be quite honest. Who is this gentleman? He just looks like somebody I would not want to go before. Jerry Boggin, Wilcox County probate judge. Chances are he's a probate judge. He's not even a lawyer. If you're in a small enough county, you don't even have to be a lawyer. There we go. Problem solved. Who's this dude? Steensland Jr., John Steensland. Houston County, found guilty by the Alabama Court of Judiciary in 2011. 3 ethics rules, the way he conducted court. He was on the bench more than 20 years. It took him 20 years to get his ass off. He had already been retired for a year. So nothing happened. Numerous improprieties in court, including acting rudely to witnesses, jurors, and attorneys. So he was an asshole. Okay. That is the least of our real worries. The Court of Judiciary stated a teenager pleaded guilty to a crime only because he was acting too angry in court, and he repeatedly asked victims of domestic violence what they had done to warrant abuse. That should have been enough right there. Oh my God. Let's see. This dude, he got arrested. Stuart DuBose. Or he was related to Mike DuBose, the former Alabama coach. Circuit Judge Clark, Washington, and Choctaw counties had charges leveled against him by JIC for verbally abusing lawyers and trying to influence fellow judges in matters that benefited him personally. He was removed by the bench, or from the bench. Testified at his trial before the Court of Judiciary. Witnesses did that he abused prescription painkillers, promised favorable treatment to hometown attorneys. That happens all the time, just not out in the middle of the open. And pressured local attorneys to support him for re-election. Man, they do that shit all the time when they send out, I don't know, they'll send out, like Alicia Ruffin May when she did it. She must have sent it, the flyer I've got, or I had. It must have had 150, 200 Birmingham lawyers on it trying to, please come and give me money. The only ones that gave her money are the ones that win. I swear this guy looks familiar. A federal jury in 2008 convicted him of possessing guns in violation of a restraining order. I have an issue with restraining orders and guns. I don't think red flag laws are legal. There is nothing analogous at the time of the founding of this country to the Second Amendment that allows that. And number two, the hell is he going to do? He wants to go get a gun and do some bad stuff. He can do it. That's it. He was sentenced to 18 months in federal pen. He had also been accused of firing a machine gun at a survey crew. That's kind of rough. Got out in 2009. Oh, man. This guy was a Bessemer cutoff judge, suspended the remainder of his term in 98, failing to keep his docket up to date. This happens all the time. And trying to block testimony that the judge feared would show how poorly he ran his office. He sucks. Leon Archer. I know that name. I know Mark Fuller. I don't know Mark Fuller, but I know of him. Approved a settlement suspending Tallapoosa County probate judge. Again, I don't even think he was a real judge. He was, let's see, he sent explicit photos on Facebook of his junk taken while at the county courthouse. Hey, you must have a good one, man, buddy. Must be hung like a horse. Unbelievable. Leon Archer approved a settlement, suspending. We already read that. Let's go to the next douche. Yeah, U.S. District Court Judge Mark Fuller resigned in May of 15. Now, remember, the U.S. District Judge, that's got to be the U.S. House of Reps that impeach him. Why didn't they do it? He got in disciplinary procedure with the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals in the wake of his arrest in an Atlanta hotel room after a domestic dispute with his then wife. He's entitled to due process. They could have removed him from the bench to see if the U.S. House wanted to remove him. That's the only way to remove a U.S. judge. Period. May not like it. I may not like it. That's the way it is. It's the way it should be in Alabama. It technically is for the House, but they're too busy. They just let Jick handle it, and Jick rarely does the right thing. Anyway, he was charged with misdemeanor battery. Later emerged or entered into an agreement with the court there to have his record expunged upon receiving counseling and a DV program. He probably didn't even do anything. It wouldn't surprise me. He probably didn't even squat, but it's what you got to do when you get in trouble. You got to do what they want you to. Conger, former Social Security judge. Oh, it's not even a real judge. Let's see. And here's a little bit about JIC. It was formed in 1973 to investigate. Again, the legislature, we're too busy. Let's create something. See, create Alabama legislature. In 73 to review and investigate complaints against judges instead of them doing their damn job and impeaching and removing them. Then the Supreme Court issues an order saying, you're gone, out. Fill the vacancy by governor, and then until the next election comes. Nope, they don't want to do that. They're too freaking lazy. Alabama Court of Judiciary was also created the same year to hold trials, but for JIC. So see, they had to create jurisdiction for him. Sometimes a JIC may get with a judge correct a problem such as an addiction. You do that with the state bar, you better be enrolled in ALAP, or you are gone. But since it was formed, the JIC has brought charges against judges the court 46 times, including the current charges against Alabama Chief Justice Roy Moore, which was a joke. Anyway, it's funny. They really had a hard on for him, but yet you have other people like this Marvin Wiggins. He just keeps getting off. Nothing happens. Nothing. Just don't care. Nearly 43-year history, only 2 of the previous 45 brought before the court on charges of ethics violations, misconduct, have walked away without facing any discipline. Any discipline, meaning it could have been a suspension. Ooh. 7 were removed, 11 retired or resigned, 7 were censured, 15 suspended with pay. 3 were suspended until the end of their term, meaning they could rerun. 1 was dismissed. One in 40 plus years. 1 judge got dismissed. 1. Tell me that shit ain't wrong. Tell me that's not wrong. All right. That's part 2 for this. I will make sure I have a. I just wanted to get a little something in the algorithm, and I'm gonna have a couple more special judges for you. It's going to be great. I was a little late coming on, but not well. I was trying to do it at 9 Central, but every Thursday at 9 Central time, um, we're gonna look at least one bad judge, if not issues with a court or the actual system itself. My next video I'm going to post is going to get the rest of the thinking criminal procedure system. So, God forbid any of you get in trouble, you don't have to worry about it. You'll at least know what you're looking at. Okay? Thanks, y'all. Like, subscribe, comment, etc., whatever. And see y'all later.